Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to do this quick tutorial on how I made the foam flowers. Now the foam that I got from Craftstash is by Sizzix. So let me go ahead and share that with you really quickly. Here is what that looks like. This right here. And these are all the different colors that it comes with. So it's really pretty. It was perfect for my project. So if you haven't watched that video, I will link it up in the description box. And here are the beautiful flowers that I made using only one die set, which I also got from Craftstash. And it is this one right here. I believe this one is called, Christmas Rose. And it has 5 dies. And the ones that I used for the flower making were these 3 sizes right here. And this one, I just used it for the leaf, as you can see right here. So I also made some paper flowers using the same die set, but this is made out of paper. And all the other ones are made out of foam. You're also going to need some stamens. Now, these stamens that I have, I got these from downtown LA. And if you watch my channel, you know that I live here in Southern California. So there is what's called downtown LA. It's like a district of nothing but they sell flowers, fabric, clothing, shoes, kid stuff. Anyways, well, because of COVID, it's like a hit and miss right now. So I bought this a long time ago. So this is what I use for the stamens. But if you have something else, like maybe like a pearl or some type of bling in the middle would look really pretty. But I really wanted to use up those stamens because as you can see, I have a lot. So to shape the flowers, this is what I use. Now, this is a candle warmer. I got this idea from Wandy, who is Wandy Sweets here on YouTube. This was like sometime last year, I believe, probably like a year ago. She shared on one of her Insta stories that this is what she was using to form her flowers. And I thought that was an excellent idea. Instead of having to use an iron, which I think that maybe the iron might work a little bit faster, I think. So it's been heating up for a while, so I'm just gonna put one there just so you can see it. Now with this foam, I believe that you can also use what's called a heat tool, the heat embossing tool. You can use that too. And I did try it, but the process was so slow, you guys. I was like, forget it. I'll never be done with these flowers. So this is what I did. So if you want just something basic, just heat it up just like I'm doing now. But what I did with these flowers right here, because you can see that the edges have like this curl. So while it's still warm, let me go ahead and do one. You know what? Let's do it with the bigger one so you can better see it. So let's do it. Yeah, let's do this. So while it's still warm, you gotta kind of work fast because since it is thin foam, it cool down pretty fast. So when it gets curled like that, then you get all the edges and then you literally just twist them. Like that's all I did. You just twist them. And then you go ahead and work on the next one. You can just leave that one like that. So I just work on the next one. And I'm going to do the same thing. Or you can twist each petal individually. That is up to you. So I'm going to go ahead and gather them. And then literally just twist them. And then let's see. And then I'll do... let's do the next size up, which is that one right there. So it can have some layers. So I think I'm going to make this one into 3 layers, I think. So let me go ahead and do that one. So as you can see, I'm getting the tips of the petals and just twisting them. Just like that. All right, so now I'm going to separate the petals. And then what I did was the bottom part, like this part right here of the petal, what I do is I just try to stretch it out just like that. So that's what I'm going to do with these. And I don't mess around with the tip of the petal. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that to all of these petals. And that's pretty much it. That's all I do. So I'm going to do that with this one too. So I'm going to try not to, oops, oh my gosh. That's the first time that I do that. So I'm going to try not to fast forward anything in this video, just so it can be everything in real time. And then this one, this is the next size down, right? So I'm going to go ahead and do that again. See how I'm just trying to stretch the foam just from the bottom of each petal. And oh my god, that's gonna look so pretty. I actually like it. Okay, so now I am going to use a hot glue gun. And so let's complete a full, you know what, let me go ahead and do this one too. Now this one, I'm not gonna do anything to this one. This is going to be the leaf, and I am going to leave it there for quite a bit. And if you notice, the foam does shrink. So I'm going to show you what this one looks like. And I love this one. So I do leave this one just a little bit longer. And I love how this is. Look at all that dimension, you guys. I absolutely love it. So now I'm going to bring it out and just lay it there. Look at that. So this is what it looks like originally. And then this is afterwards. Oh my gosh, I love it. See, that's a huge difference. So it does shrink. And it does feel stiffer, obviously, than the original. Okay, so now I'm going to adhere them using hot glue. This will be my second piece. And I am going to stagger them, meaning I'm not going to, when I adhere them together, I'm not going to put them exactly the same. I'm going to stagger them. So I will adhere them like this. So that's what I'm going to do here. So let's apply right in the center some hot glue. And then let's glue that down. So that's that. Now the next piece, where's the other piece? Oh, there it is. Do the same. It's gonna go just right there. And look how pretty that flower is looking. And then you have your leaf right here. Now your leaf, it can go this way or this way. No, I like it this way better. Okay, so let me go ahead and do that. Oh, you know what? Let's see, how did I do this one? Okay, I'll do the leaf afterwards. I think... Oh, how would it look with this yellow one inside? Oh, it looks kind of cute, like a two-tone. But I think I want to do another one of this size, which is this one right here. So it'll have 4 layers. Because I think that's what I did. The majority of the other ones had 4 layers. So I had 2 of each different size. Okay, so I'm going to twist the top. Okay, going to twist it. That's what gives it kind of like, it gives it more shape, I think. Now I'm going to separate the petals. And remember the bottom of each petal, I'm just going to stretch it out. Stretch out that foam. And it feels really thin. So if I'm able to do this, you can do this too, you guys. I'm going to stretch that out. All right, now I'm going to add it to the center of this one. And if there's glue adhere, if you can see it, then it'll be covered by the stamen. And that's what that looks like so far. And now to make the center of, to make the hole, I literally just been using this, but I'm pretty sure if you have something pokey, you can probably use it, but I don't have it. This is what I've been using, and I just go through it literally all the way inside, just so it can have enough space, so it can be big enough to insert the little grouped stamens that I have here already. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm just going to try my best and thread it through. So I'm just gonna twist this. I'm gonna twist it just to make it smaller. And let me go ahead and do this really quick. Okay, so I was able to thread it through, and you can see how the flower is coming. It's looking really nicely. So now what I'm going to do, just on the side, I'm just going to apply some adhesive, some hot glue, just press it down. And then I am going to cut off that extra piece because it's not necessary. And now I'm going to adhere what's going to be the leaf. Okay, so now I'm going to adhere what's going to be the leaves onto the back of this flower. And yeah, I did put a lot, but it's okay. So it's going to look like this. So let me go ahead and press that down. And I got some glue on my finger. And let's move these stamens around. And you guys, how does that look? Oh my gosh, I love it. So now how would this look on a project, you guys? See how you can get different results. Now this flower looks different because I did not do that twisty thing that I do to the top. But honestly, I like it this way better because it makes the flowers look more natural looking, because flowers aren't supposed to be that perfect, you know? So that's what that would look like. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love this. So let's go ahead and do this one more time. So I was working, you saw me in the beginning of the video that I was making these without having to twist the tips of the petals. So you know what, let's go ahead and make that flower just like that to see what that would look like. So you can see that the process is pretty fast, you guys. And I really like this. I don't know if it's a lot easier using an iron. I haven't tried it obviously with an iron. Okay, so now I have 4 flowers here. But let's see, I don't know if I want to do another flower. And should I make them this way or this way? Okay. It's going to be like this. All right, so I'm going to adhere this one, which is the same size, onto here. So let's adhere that. So that's what that's looking like. Now I'm going to adhere both of these the same. Let me just open these up really quick. Okay, so let's add some adhesive to that center. Let's add this to the center of this one. Hope my hand is not in the way. Now I have 2 sets. Now you can leave them like this as they are, and actually that would look cute, huh? Or you can just add it to this. I'm just gonna add it because I like it when it's fuller. So I'm going to add this to here, and let's see, just like that. Okay, now I'm going to poke that hole, and I shouldn't be using my these are shaping tools to make flowers when you're making paper flowers. I think it'd be better if I use like an actual pick tool, which I know I have one, but it's a Tim Holtz one. Okay, you see that hole? So I'm going to thread this through that hole. And look how cute this flower looks, you guys. Okay, so now I'm going to adhere this to the side. I'm just going to do this all around. Here, the leftover right here to the side. Let it dry for a bit. And Let me just cut off the excess. Okay, and that is another flower. Let me just take off all of this, the glue strings. It's like too much. And oh my gosh, look at this, you guys. How cute is this flower? I love it. So you can see now we've made 2 flowers, these 2 right here. And you know what? Let's make a pink one. Okay. So now let me show you what it would look like if I were to twist each petal individually, just so you can check it out, this is what I did. I think I did that with individually, which kind of the same, but the other way is just a bit faster, I think. Okay, let's do that one. You can see, just leave it there for a few seconds. And the foam, it's just warm. It's not hot. Let's do another one. Okay, this one, obviously it didn't cut properly, but it's okay. You won't even notice that once the flower is shaped. And I got 3 so far. You know what? Let's leave it at 3. Okay. So same. I did the same thing with whenever I twist the tops, I do like to stretch out the bottom. I don't know why. I learned this from watching one of the videos. It's a lady. Oh my gosh, she was like the very first lady that I ever saw making these beautiful flowers. And I got this idea from her. But that's all I remember from that video, is when she would stretch that bottom part. And I really liked it. I don't know if her name is Amelia or I don't know, but she makes the most beautiful flowers. Oh yeah, and I also forgot, on some of the white flowers, I did use some of this to sponge. I didn't even sponge it. I did it actually directly from the pad. Let me show you. I did it only to the white ones. For example, this one, I think you can barely tell how it has just a little bit of pink. And let me see. This one, you can't even see it. So I did it before warming it up in here. But yeah, the pink one stands out a little bit more than this lavender one. Okay, so let's put these together. All right, so let me go ahead and adhere this one to this one, oops, which is right there. And even this, just a 2-layer looks really nice. Look at that shape, you guys. Oh my gosh, I love it. But since I already did this one, I feel like it'll be a waste if I just leave it. All right, so now I'm going to adhere this to this one, which this one is going to be the bottom one. And you know what? I'm going to try and make this big one and try to make it as small as possible so that it can be the leaf for this pink flower. So I hope it shrinks enough, and I think I am going to twist the tip of each leaf, which is going to be each leaf. So I should just grab it now. Okay, so let me go ahead and do that. So I'm just twisting it. Now I'm going to open it up. And going to stretch that bottom part. All right. Oh my gosh, that looks so pretty. It looks so shabby. All right, so now I'm going to adhere it. So add some adhesive to this, which is going to be the leaf, since I cut it in green. And this glue is so stringy and I hate it. All right, let's do it like that. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, now I'm going to poke a hole through. I should have done it before I put on the green part of it, but it's okay. And I'll do this one. No. Which one should I do? I just like this one because it had more. Guess I'll do this one. Okay, so I had to take off this bigger one because it wouldn't let me run this through all the way. Oh my gosh, look how pretty this looks. I love it. Okay, so now you can obviously leave it like this, like if you're gonna tuck it in somewhere, but I normally just, honestly, I just take it off. So I'm gonna make sure it doesn't move from there. Oh my gosh, I love it, you guys. I love these foam flowers. Okay, now I'm going to adhere it to the side just like that. And then I'm going to cut off the excess. So let's cut this off. And you guys, I just made 3 flowers right now. You just saw me make 3 flowers and I absolutely love it. Oops, hold on. I need to hold this on just a bit longer. And there you go. Okay. So there you have it, you guys. Here are the 3 flowers I just made here on video. I hope this video was helpful. If I can do it, you can do it too, you guys. You don't need very many tools. This is the only flower dye that I've been using. You can follow the same steps that I did using whatever flowers you have. You can probably even just cut them out by hand if you wanted to. This is really thin foam. It's really easy to cut. When you run it through the machine, you can do like 4 layers. I just did 2 layers at a time. So I would cut like a long strip of paper. For example, never mind this. I would cut a long strip of paper, fold it in half, place my dye on top, and then just run it through. So that's what I was doing because the foam is so thin. And as you can see, I can still keep playing with more. And here are the rest of my flowers using this one die set that I got from Craftstash. Just this die set. This is the only die set I used to make all of these flowers. And even though it's only one die set, it's the same die set. I do think that a lot of these flowers look different. You wouldn't know that. Would you know that this was made with the same die set? I think they kind of look different. That's what I think. Anyway, so that was it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Hope this video was helpful. If you have any further questions, please feel free to ask in the comment section and I will be more than happy to help you out. All right. Thank you, everyone, and hope you all are having an amazing day. Bye.